Ball four. One out rally. 2 on for Zobrist. Well, Zobrist made his major league debut with Tampa Bay in 2006. He was drafted by the Astros. Sixth rounder, 2004. 2 years later, he was dealt to the then Devil Rays in a deal that involved Aubrey Huff going to the Astros. The 0-1 is a strike.
He is trailing Longoria, Crawford for the all-time franchise RBI lead.
That would have been a triple play had there been nobody out, because Rizzo took off. So it's a double play to end the inning. 2-0 Rays.
It's just a burst pipe. I can fix it.
No.
With Claim Rate Guard, your rates won't go up just because of a claim.
I totally could have.
No.
Switching to Allstate is worth it.
What do we got here?
This weird load spike. 400 requests in 28 minutes?
What? What would cause that?
I don't know.
Software and application monitoring made easy. New Relic, how MLB manages performance.
Come on, please miss this. Please miss this.
Down to a free throw. There you go, guys.
What is this?
That's a voodoo doll. You know, it's a big shot.
Voodoo doll.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Got his arm.
Oh no. It's a miss, but oh man.
Put it back. Put it back.
What is that? His hip? His pelvis?
I'm just trying to
Well, then he at least needs to be symmetrical.
We could have a bit of a delay, but we'll be back with overtime.
Group, the spectacular collision of comedy, theater, rock concert, and dance party all rolled into one. Catch our boys in blue at the Briar Street Theater. Call 800 Blue Man or visit blueman.com. Two nothing Rays. Morrison to lead it off.
He took a practice swing after the pitch was by him, just because.
Yank foul. Lomo, what they call him.
Yeah. Did he get a little dust up when he was with the Marlins? Was it something he tweeted or
Probably.
some story there? Came up with them in 2010. This big guy, I don't remember him being this big, listed at 6'3", 245.
Fouls off. Yeah, rather unfiltered on Twitter, at least a few years ago. One and two the count.
His second year with Tampa. 14 home runs last year. Played 107 ball games. Previous 2 seasons he was in Seattle, and before that the Marlins.
Lackey's 1-2 pitch was hit in the air to left field. Ian Happ drifting and catching. We'd like to welcome all our viewers watching the Cubs on CSN via Direct TV Now. What's the song he's playing? Is that John Philip Sousa?
March, yeah. Stars and Stripes Forever, or one of those.
Different spelling. Sousa with a Z.
Hear that music and then look skyward for fireworks.
Well, if the Rays finish over 500 this year and or make the playoffs, this would be the first non-Joe Madden managed team in Rays history to do so. Currently 44 and 41 in the first 85 games. Four trips to the playoffs, including a pennant in 2008.
Yeah, and he says, and he said it often, that could not have been a better place for him to kind of break in as a major league manager and get that exposure. Kind of a cooler market, not a lot of focus on what was going on down there in Tampa. They were very innovative with a lot of their thinking.
Sousa strikes out, 2 away.
Well, that's the Sousa book right there. You can get him to chase the breaking ball off the plate or the elevated fastball. Again, Lackey making a very nice adjustment after that tough first inning, spinning the ball a lot more since then. More sliders and curves.
The retired numbers for the Rays: Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, number 12, number 66 for Don Zimmer, the late Don Zimmer, and 42 retired by all of MLB in honor of Jackie Robinson. Again, I think Evan Longoria's number 3 will be on that list down the road. Did Joe wear 70 there? If he did, that will be on the list, I think, at some point too. In fact, I would bet on it. Maybe a Ben Zobrist number 18.
Got to be careful now. You start retiring uniform numbers, you set a precedent, and next thing you know, you run out of numbers.
2-1.
Boggs finished his career there. He was at the end of the line. He's a Tampa guy, right? He's from there. He's part of the. He stayed on the staff there for a while. He may still be employed by them in one capacity or another.
Ground ball to third. That's Bryant. Even innings have been better than the odd ones so far for Lackey. 2-0 for the visitors.
Two out. Bases loaded. Full count.
Nathan's hot dogs are ready.
Nathan's Famous, proud to be the official hot dog of Major League Baseball.
Watch it.
Seems like a good time for a rally beard.
Probably going to take a miracle to get back in this game.
Is it doing it?
Yeah.
Roberts on the steal.
Wow.
We have done our work.
You can stop now.
Yeah, I wish I could.
A rally out of nowhere, and they are back in it.
Couple runs to the Rays. This is your Miller Lite Game Report, and I am extremely excited to introduce our next guest, World War II veteran Henry Campo, 91 years young, taking in his first game here at Wrigley Field. He's joined by his entire family. His wife Heather here is married to Cubs pitching coach Chris Bosio. His wife Karen's on the end here, and all his grandchildren. And Henry, this has been a pretty special weekend for you, right? What do you think of this Wrigley Field ballpark?
It's amazing. It's beautiful. Yesterday, my daughter and her husband, Chris, took me out on the field. I wanted to have him.
Awesome. It's tough to put into words, right? The Ivy?
I wanted to go out to the 400 mark and have my picture taken, which I did. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry, Heather. How much emotion for the whole family.
Amazing. It's just such a blessing to have him here. We tried to get him here last year and didn't make it because of health issues, and just so blessed to have him here and be able to be in Chicago and be with us. And this is his first time seeing Wrigley Field, so we're super excited, and he gets to be here with his grandkids and my mom, and it's just amazing. It's such an amazing blessing, and we're just blessed to have him with us.
Absolutely. Now all these guys need to do is get you a big win today, right, Henry?
That's all we want is a big W.
W. Henry, thank you so much for joining us, guys. A very proud father-in-law, Chris Bosio, we just saw in the dugout. Thank you so much, Henry. It was a pleasure talking.
You're welcome, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, great to have Mr. Campo here, and got a huge ovation. He was shown on the video board a little earlier. One ball, no strikes on Albert Almora Jr.
Albert chased a bad one last time, a fastball about chin high. Chin high, wasn't he on Hawaii 5-0? It was Chin Ho.
Two and oh on Almora.
Get greedy here, Albert. Selectively greedy.
3-0. Well, we had a 3-0 swing in the first inning by Happ. Popped out.
Yeah, you got to pick your spots, and you know, in that situation, there was a couple guys on base, so you're thinking, yeah, let's turn the kid loose. Maybe he hits one into the seats. Nobody on. taking all the way, and that's probably the right way to go, especially with a guy like Snell because of his, his background, the fact that he does struggle with command.
Oh, what a snag. Security dude. Barehand pick. He doesn't need a glove.
Don't need no stinking glove.
Payoff delivery and a base hit to center.
Good work. And they got a little frustrated after the bad swing last time. Turn the page. We'll have a good at bat. He did. He's been really good against left-handed pitching this year, and he's been awfully good off the bench.
Double for Baez in the second. Cubs have had exactly one hit in each inning. Have not been able to turn any of those into runs so far.
Yeah, tough luck last inning with a line out double play. I think they're getting ready to do some damage.
So tomorrow ought to be fun, huh? The Brewers come back. Yeah. For makeup, just a one and done.
Be good to check in with them. See who's getting the job done for them. I know that Santana kid was on a pretty good run. Broxton's hitting a lot of. They have a bunch of home runs. Shaw's having a big year.
It's been a nice addition. Eric Thames hit 2 more home runs yesterday. It'll be Mike Montgomery for the Cubs and changeup artist Zach Davies.
And the one loss record doesn't match the ERA, does it? 5.03, but he's 9-4.
So who's had the better year?
Montgomery.
That's the right answer. Charged. Beckham got him. Only bobble and Baez reaches. Is he okay? No. Seeing that left leg.
Yeah, you see a lot of the guys push for the bag at the end, kind of lunging, and that was after kind of as he was breaking it down. You really saw an indication that something was bothering him.
Cautiously heading off the diamond. Russell will be intentionally walked, and they'll go after Lackey here with 2 men on and 2 down. We'll keep an eye on Baez, assuming he will stay in the game. Strike on Lackey.
Situation here, if Kevin Cash and Jim Hickey had more confidence in their young left-hander, or if they had a veteran guy out there who they felt like could kind of pitch carefully to Russell, they might go ahead and not intentionally walk him, see if he could get the hitter to, in this case, Russell, to expand.
Charge, barehanded. Longoria has done that about 3 times in this series and has made that play a couple of times. And the Cubs strand a couple more. At the end of 4, it's the Rays 2 and the Cubs nothing.
Watch it.
Seems like a good time for a rally beard.
Probably going to take a miracle to get back in this game.
Is it doing it?
Yeah.
Roberts on the steal.
Wow.
We have done our work.
You can stop now.
Yeah, I wish I could.
nowhere, and they are back in it.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right. So I ordered you a car.
Thank you.
You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes.
Okay, thanks, bud. Bye.
Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
James Taylor returns to Wrigley Field on Monday, July 17th with special guest Bonnie Raitt. Don't miss your chance to see this Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Tickets are available now at Cubs.com/James Taylor.
Bonnie's a Hall of Famer too, right?
Yeah, she is.
Hey, happy 82nd birthday. Lyle Bullard is watching in his man cave today.
Does he call it the bullpen?
Not a bad idea. We'll ask his son Doug. Fifth inning, still 2-0. As the Cubs trying to get back to 500 yet again. These two teams pretty similar in this regard. Neither has been too far above or below 500. The Rays have been no more than 4 over or 3 under. Their longest winning streak this year 4. Their longest losing streak 4. It's kind of been the Cubs story.
Been a couple of weeks since the Cubs have won back-to-back games. Been in this pattern, win one, lose one.
Lackey off the mound pretty quickly and gets his man. So the Angels are 2 under 500. We can just about forget the West. The way Houston's playing, they're 16 games back, but they're very much in a wild card race. What do you do if you're the Angels? You know what they're going to do?
All options available to them.
They're going to wait until Mike Trout returns from the DL.
That's always the good move there. The suck the juice out of the bottom of the snow cone is a quality move. That kid's been around. Yeah, well, yeah, you know the wild card guarantees you one game. So absolutely, it's worth winning. Who knows where you can go with it? Could win the World Series. But if you're the Angels and some of these other clubs, I think you have to weigh that against the potential return, whatever trade is out there. GM's paid to do. Analyze your own club. How realistic are your chances? How good of a package in return am I getting if I make a move at the deadline?
Pitch count in good shape. Lackey has not walked a man. They do have 5 hits. And a pop up near short. Circling is Russell. 2 down.
Yeah, it was a rough one for John last time out in Washington. This is, as a matter of fact, his first home start here since June 7th. He's made 4 consecutive roadies before this one. The 2 starts before his national start, Pittsburgh and Miami, both on the road, combined 12 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs.
Snell grounds out to Baez. So 7 in a row now, retired by Lackey, but he trails 2-0.
Watch it.
Seems like a good time for a rally beard.
Probably going to take a miracle to get back in this game.
Is it doing it?
Yeah.
Roberts on the steal.
Wow.
We have done our work.
You can stop now.
Yeah, I wish I could.
A rally out of nowhere, and they are back in it.
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. See, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plus, get the Pixel by Google for just $15 a month.
For every trip taken, there's a story waiting to be told. Now imagine 500 trips to 500 cities. Oh, the stories. By those who want a downtown stop and non-stop productivity. By dreamers and adventurers, the curious and the carefree. See where the train can take you.
Celebrating Bud Fridays in the Budweiser bleachers all season long. This Friday will be the 7th. Budweiser will provide a Cubs waste pack to up to the first 5,000 early arriving fans 21 and older in the Budweiser bleachers. Get there early. For details, visit Cubs.com/Fridays. Now you could stash a hot dog or two in that waste pack. Save it for later.
Cubs 0 for 6. Both runners in scoring position. 6 left through 4 innings. Third time through now against a guy they had not previously seen. Contreras, one of 8 leadoff hitters the Cubs have used this season. Well, you could probably claim this season the Cubs really haven't had a leadoff hitter. They've just had a guy who hits first. Somebody's got to hit first. Last 2 years, it was simple. Dexter Fowler, you go, we go.
Yeah, the hope was that Kyle Schwarber would do a lot of damage at the top of the batting order. Obviously, he had his struggles. He's back in Iowa. Joe, talking to the media today, said, you know what? If Kyle comes back, he might be back in that leadoff spot again.
All options are open. right field line and out of play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you'd love to have a guy at the top of the batting order, has, you know, great on-base skills and a little bit of speed. But the bottom line is you just need to score enough runs regardless of, you know, who bats where in your batting order. So to me, that's been the biggest issue. Not so much that they haven't had a leadoff guy, they just have not been consistent offensively. Whether Kyle was batting first, fourth, or seventh, you know, I think he was going to struggle either way, and I suspect when he comes back, he'll be a lot better.
Number 7 to Contreras, misses inside. Ball 4. Well, there have been rare occasions where your sensibilities have been offended by constant 3-ball counts. He hasn't given up a run yet, but he's been 3-0, 3-1 on a lot of hitters.
Yeah.
What's your sensibility meter?
Well, no,
right has he been effective?
He's been effective. He's also been a little fortunate, but he's been as advertised. Plus stuff, inconsistent fastball command. He's been able to pitch around those 4 walks. Sooner or later, typically you pay for these sins, but not always. A.J. Burnett, he threw no hitter and walked what, 8 or 9? Yeah. Usually what happens is you end up walking a couple of guys, and then you make a mistake over the heart of the plate. Someone hits it into the seats, and you give up a big crooked number.
Two and 0 to Bryant. I think for what I gather, I don't want to put words in your mouth. It's the guys who appear to be pitching really away from contact, kind of trying to get guys to chase, and they can't. With him, it's just maybe a lack of being able to throw the pitch where he wants to.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit of a combination. Of course, with the guys in the middle of the order, you want to be a little more cautious and not challenge the middle of the strike zone quite as aggressively.
2-1. The pitch that has not been called consistently. And there you go. There's action. Kolarek is the lefty on the right. Diaz, the righty on the left.
See, the other thing we heard on him is it can go sideways in a hurry on him.
Man on, nobody out. 2-0 Rays, 5th inning. He's had traffic every inning. He's pitched out of the stretch more than he has from the windup.
I think that's a pitch KB hammers when he's really locked in.
Contreras has his leadoff first. And the 3-2, and Bryant in the air out in the deep center. Smith on the move, makes the catch. Contreras all the way around second. Will have to race back to first, and he'll slide in without a throw. Nice catch by Malik Smith for the first out.
Now, wind may have knocked this one down a little bit. Smith With that great speed, able to track it down.
So good base running by Contreras. If that ball's not caught, he scores easily, and he got a good 10-12 feet beyond second, but still had plenty of time to get back to first. I think too often runners at first base in that spot, JD, get caught in the middle. They don't tag, but they don't give themselves an opportunity to really throw it into the next gear. You never want to get picked off in that spot, or doubled off, I should say, but he's got enough speed to get back on that play.
Yeah, and depending on the outs is how aggressively you play. You know, normally if nobody out, you can go just maybe to the bag, a little shy of the bag. With one out, you'd probably be more aggressive. That's the other part about Contreras with his speed. You know, you talk about him as a leadoff man, maybe not every day, but against left-handed pitching. Brings on base skills, brings a little speed.
One and two to Rizzo.
Got sluggers behind you. You want a guy that can score on a double, and he can certainly do that.
StatCast is powered by AWS. .27.5 feet per second. You're at about what? 4 feet per second? What's your stride?
I don't understand that stat, that number, because nobody can move 27 feet in a second. I don't know what that means. I've seen that before. I think somebody's up to something.
Wait a minute.
It's a canner. Didn't it say like 27 feet per second? Wasn't that what that
yes,
said?
but let's say first to, or home to first.
You can run that in the. No, doesn't make sense, does it?
Sure it does.
That you could cover 27 feet in 1 second.
Well, once you get moving.
If Sam has $9 and gives Tony $4, if there are two trains going down the track in opposite directions, yeah, I guess if you can run 90 feet
in a
little over 3 seconds, so the math makes sense. But when you try to think of it conceptually, that you could cover 27 feet in 1 second, it seems absurd.
Still 2-2.
Blowing my mind, man.
You just got to trust the smart people. Sprint speed in baseball, he's 27 feet per second.
So I guess when they're doing the when they're tracking him out there, they're getting him at his peak speed.
I think
when
so.
He's
Yeah,
in full sprint mode, so they're not accounting for the break in the first couple
Billy
of strides.
Hamilton's 30.
At full gear.
Yep.
Okay. Now we have context. To answer your question, yeah, 4 is about right. 4. Maybe 5.5 if there's a dog chasing you.
Another 3-ball count. So digs in once again. That's number 9 of this sequence. Longoria's got some room. Drifting, he can't get it. And he tumbles into the stands. I hope he's all right.
Having a hard time tracking this ball and never did get to the barrier, and that's what infielders are taught. Get to the wall and then work your way back towards the field of play.
That might leave a bruise as he hit the corner of the ledge near that door.
Ooh, yeah.
He might feel that for 2 months.
It's funny, one of the scouting reports I read on Snell and talking to some other people about him, talking about his big curveball. We really haven't seen much of that today. It could be a pitch that's difficult to command, so maybe he's rethinking his pitch usage a little bit. A little more changeup and slider, smaller breaking ball, easier to command.
This particular at bat, 10 pitches in, all fastballs between 94 and 95.
Yeah, working a lot across the top of the strike zone.
Contreras runs this time and a drive out into left. Contreras did not quite get to second as Dickerson will make the catch. 2 outs. It's Ben Zobrist with 2 outs.
Snell, like Archer, big stuff. A lot of high pitch count innings. Archer got through 6 yesterday. Snell, this will likely be it for him here today.
Tenth start. Snell 0-5. He's not worked very deep in most of his starts. Really grinding to get through 5 today, even though he hasn't allowed a run.
Well, clearly you can see the potential, and the finish on the changeup at times has been really good. We talked earlier about David Price comp, and you mentioned that he was a big Randy Johnson guy, being from the Pacific Northwest. Johnson, obviously, when he first came to the big leagues, no clue where he was throwing it.
An odd one. His first 29 starts, including today, in the big leagues, he has not hit a batter.
He hasn't pitched inside very much.
Bounding ball to the shortstop. Echeverria will feed it to Beckham. And the Cubs leave another runner on base, trailing 2-0.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right.
So I ordered you a car.
Thank you.
You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes.
Okay, thanks, bud. Bye.
Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
My plan with the other guy stinks. They think I'm an ATM, but I'm not.
The more you say, the madder I get, honestly.
It's wrong.
It's bad.
I think you could use
a switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 2 lines with 3 gigs of 4G LTE data per line for just $50 a month. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same $50. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network. Plus, switch today and get up to 2 free phones. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
Cubs Pirates, first pitch 6:15. Be sure to visit the Cubs wives as they will set up shop in the concourse and auction off baskets of their husband's favorite things, which could include movies, books, gift cards, and autographed memorabilia. There will be an additional online auction July 9th through the 16th at cubs.com/authentics. Always very popular.
The schedule this week, everything is a day game except for Saturday against the Pirates.
Yeah, that's national TV, right?
It is. One on Malik Smith.
Yeah, Malik has reached twice, scored twice. He's been a difference maker.
Coming back and swing and a miss. 2-2 on Smith.
Malik's originally drafted by the Padres in 2012, traded to the Braves, and traded to the Mariners, and then along here to Tampa Bay, averaging an organization per year. So we commented earlier, he wears the number 0, and in their media guide, it said that Malik chose the number 0, first in Rays history to wear it, simply because it's rare. According to Baseball Reference, he's the 18th player on record to wear a singular 0 on his bat.
Fair ball. He's on his way to second. Here comes the throw. Safe. He just got in.
Boy, off the bat, it looked like it was going to be an easy double, but good hustle by Happ, good throw, and another acrobatic tag attempt by Baez.
Did they get him?
Ooh. Wow, I don't know. It looked like he rolled over on. I don't know if he had his hand on the base. They're probably going to take a look at this one. It is right down 2-0. A potential leadoff double. If you think there's any chance he's out, you tell the boys to throw on the headset and take a look.
Joe has challenged.
You know, it looks like the right hand got to the bag, but then it comes off the base and as
Did
he's
it come
rolling
off?
over. Well, it looked like it did. I don't know. That's the key. Is there any point in this sequence where his body loses contact with the base, hand, body, or otherwise, and Baez still has the glove on him?
There are two parts, right? Did he beat Baez to the base? It looks like he did, although it's almost virtual tie. And then, right, did he take his hand off the base before the left hand grabs it? The other part of it is Baez's arm is not the glove. So I don't think he got him at first. It's the second part that appears to be.
I'm thinking there's a chance that as his arm is laying on top of Javi's arm and he's laying on top of the glove, he's lost contact with the base. That's a prickly one. That's going to be tough. It's also a huge moment in this game.
As you can imagine, this is taking a bit of time for New York to determine what the call should be. So the call will stand.
We get a 3-hit day from Smith now, 2 singles and now this leadoff double. And see how Dickerson plays it. I don't think he'll be looking to give himself up to advance him. He's going to be looking to drive him in. And if he fails, Smith might be looking to run during the Longoria at bat.
Six hits for the Rays. Smith owns 3 of those.
Yeah, and not to discount what he has done, but probably didn't go into this game thinking whatever you do, don't let Alex Smith beat you. A lot of firepower in the middle of their batting order.
Two and two. Just caught the corner and a backdoor breaker.
Only Salvador Perez swings at more pitches outside the strike zone than Dickerson. Javi Baez is 3rd on that list. One of those guys who, you know, he showed him getting that hit. He showed it in the game yesterday. He hit a ball off the ground. A bounced double.
count full on him. Longoria next.
With all that, especially in an RBI situation, you feel like you could probably get him to chase again if you go breaking ball short of home plate, little bouncer.
We'll move the runner to third. We'll go 3-1 to get Dickerson.
Bit of a happy pitch there. Lackey got his man, but Dickerson got Smith to third. Infield in. Smith in all likelihood moving on contact here.
Long Beach State product Evan Longoria. Fouls away. He was signed through 2022. Team option for the following year.
So when all is said and done, there's going to be a lot of numbers up there where people are going to have a long time to chase him down in that franchise record book.
He was not drafted out of high school. He went to Long Beach State. As Almora makes the catch, it's a sac fly for Longoria, and it's 3-0.
Well, that's how you take advantage of a leadoff double, right? Get him over, get him in. Dickerson gets the pulled ground ball to the right side. Longoria gets the ball airborne. You don't need much depth on that fly ball to get Smith home from third.
2 gone. Here's Morrison. Erasmo Ramirez is up. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Strop, the right-hander, duncing the lefty. Both KB t-shirts in the background. And bullpen coach Lester Strode watching. Long look by John. Here's his 2-2. And he's run it full. The overshift to the right on the infield. They've got Bryant in shallow right. Morrison strikes out. Rays add to their lead. It's 3-0.
No bars. Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right.
So I ordered you a car.
Thank you.
You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes.
Okay, thanks, bud. Bye.
Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
My plan with the other guys stinks. They think I'm an ATM, but I'm not.
The more you say, the madder I get, honestly.
It's wrong.
It's bad.
I think you could use
a switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 2 lines with 3 gigs of 4G LTE data per line for just $50 a month. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same $50. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network. Plus, switch today and get up to 2 free phones. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
I've been coming to opening day for 17 years. Damien started coming when he's 2.5 years old.
How'd you like to throw out the first pitch?
Chicago Fire Weekly at 8 p.m. before the men in red hit the road heading west to take on the Portland Timbers. Game coverage begins at 9. The Chicago Fire pregame live. They've got the best record in the league, 11-3-4. And did you know the Portland Timbers home facility is the old Portland Mavericks and Beavers Stadium?
Oh, yeah, AAA ballpark there. Did not know that.
Erasmo Ramirez makes his 23rd appearance. Half fouls.
Rays got him from Seattle a couple seasons ago in a Mike Montgomery deal.
Earlier this season, Ramirez became the first pitcher since 1984 to start a game the day after he got a save. Pitched the 15th inning in a win at Minnesota. And then started the next day in Texas. Remember Steve Farr?
Yep.
He did it for Cleveland back in 1984.
Erasmo likes to cut his fastball. Good changeup. Slide ball. He's from Nicaragua, the 14 major leaguers from that country. That's in Major League history. His dad fought in the Civil War in the 70s in Nicaragua.
3-2. In that start the day after he got the save, he only went 2 1/3. Gave up 4 runs. A lot of deep at bats. 7, 8, 9, 10 pitches off the glove of Morrison. Ramirez over to the bag late. No throw. It's a hit for E and a half. Leadoff man is on.
Not more traffic, and see now if the Cubs can build a little something here. Looks like a cutter have a whole lot of action. Barreled up nicely by Happ. Once he gets leather on it, can't secure it, and Beckham opts not to try to make what would have been a very difficult play to make. It looked like Ramirez was a little late getting over.
Hard bunt, foul to third by Almora. The hit for Happ gives him a 7-game hitting streak.
Mention all the plays that Longoria's had to make over there in these 2 games. He hasn't looked particularly smooth. That used to be kind of his calling card, that charge play. He may still be feeling the effects of running into the wall earlier too.
Yeah, looked like a bad one.
Not a bad idea for Albert to try to bunt in that situation anyway, to try to get a base hit that way, because he hits it on the ground a lot. He's fearful of the ground ball double play in this situation.
This time Dickerson took a quick look back and he leaps and makes a grab. Happ back to first. Well, nice warning track catches here these last 2 innings. Smith in the 5th and Dickerson here in the 6th. Hickey to the mound before Baez bats. Cubs saw about 190 pitches in the game yesterday, over 20 an inning. And they're at that pace here today. 108 pitches by Snell and Ramirez combined, and only in the 6th inning. The Cubs scored enough runs generally to win, 5 in the opener. Came up a run short. They have not crossed the plate so far today. That's into left. And Happ with the play in front of him will hold it second. So here are the base runners in terms of innings. 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 more here in the 6th.
Yeah, you feel like sooner or later they're going to break through. One of those walks by Snell was intentional, but he managed to post zeros throughout. 5 innings, 4 hits, punched out 5. The Cubs scored 5 and lost yesterday. That's the 6th time that has happened this year. That's exactly as many times as that happened all of last year.
We've played half a season. Looking for a ground ball double play here on defense as Russell takes low.
Just fishing for that ground ball. Russell to this point unwilling to chase.
1 out of 5 in the series. Intentionally walked his last time up. 2-0 offering. Line shot to Longoria. Everybody back to their bases.
Well, that's just brutal. Yeah, that's just so unfortunate. Zobrist lined into a double play earlier. This ball absolutely scalded by Russell. You cannot hit it any harder than that.
John Jay for John Lackey.
Sometimes where the numbers lie, right? Zobrist and Russell talk so much about that batting average with runners in scoring position, while they hit rockets with men on base for outs.
Lackey 6 innings, 3 runs. Pinch hitter Jay swings and fouls.
Lackey, I thought he made a real good adjustment after that first inning. Just started to throw more breaking pitches, stayed out of the middle of the zone. Kept it in the ballpark for the 3rd time this year, John. So, as you know, struggled with the home run ball. Pretty solid effort here this afternoon.
Ramirez home. Not a play. Jays have just taken a 7-6 lead in New York. They're in the 9th inning. The go-ahead run in the 8th. Bases loaded walk for Russell Martin, who had homered in the 7th. Aaron Judge homered today as well.
Isn't he every day?
9th. Yeah, he's like a vitamin. There's a fly ball out in the deep left center. Still carrying. We're tied. Oh, baby. John Jay. 3-run homer.
How about that for an ambush? John Jay has been outstanding in the pinch this year, but you don't expect that. This is his 2nd home run. He got number 1 the other day in Cincinnati. And he goes oppo here. There's your 4th home run replay. Finally, they break through after all this traffic.
Curtain call for Jay.
Hang with him for Snell. Off the hook for Lackey. And we start anew.
2nd homer of the year for Jay. 3rd time in his career. He's done it in the pinch. And it's a 3-3 tie. Wow. So it'll come down to a battle of the bullpens. Their bullpen has already given up 3. Swing and a miss by Contreras. He struck him out. But this place Electric as John Jay goes to the opposite field. And we have a tie ball game as we head to the 7th.
Are you thinking about me now?
Ready to get some. Bye.
You're gonna regret that.
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. See, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plus, get the Pixel by Google for just $15 a month.
My plan with the other guy stinks. They think I'm an ATM, but I'm not.
The more you say, the madder I get, honestly.
It's wrong.
It's bad.
I think you could use
A switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 2 lines with 3 gigs of 4G LTE data per line for just $50 a month. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same $50. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network. Plus, switch today and get up to 2 free phones. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
On the Pirates, first pitch is at 12:10. Mark that on your calendar. That's earlier than normal. Up to the first 5,000 early arriving kids 13 and younger will receive a Cubs projection nightlight presented by MasterCard. Following the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger will have the opportunity to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com. That's 12:10 on Sunday, final day before the break. Well, here comes Pedro Strop for the 38th time. 2-2 with a 3.23 ERA. 5.67 due up for Tampa. Strop does a couple things you really like. For a high leverage reliever, strikes a lot of people out and he gets a lot of outs on the ground.
So new ball game. Strop to Souza, ball 1. Two and 0.
That'll make you dance. 215, batting average again, slowest in the National League. Same with the slugging numbers. And the thing about it is, I still hear people, I see fans, what are they going to do about the bullpen? The bullpen.
It's been the most consistent area in the club.
It's just when the bullpen falters, it usually means, the game, right? High leverage situation late, the lead gets away, so there's a lot of focus when that happens. But the bullpen's been really good.
And you really like to limit slugging late. And the bullpen has done that. Three-two. He's foul.
Strop not striking out people at the same rate he did last year. Still above average, and his walk rate is up a little bit, but 65% of the balls in play against Pedro are on the ground.
There's another one on the ground. Baez will scoop throw and get him. Now Beckham, who has grounded out both times. A's lead the White Sox early, third inning, 1-0 at the Coliseum. Franklin Barreto game-ending homer yesterday. Yonder Alonso, the All-Star, hit 2 homers. Adrian Beltre notched his 600th career double last night. Now 26 hits away from 3,000. Beckham grounds out. Echeverria will bat with 2 outs.
And just to provide a little context with that ground ball rate for Strop, over 65%. League average is around 44%. Ground balls almost never turn into home runs.
Strike called. Robbie Gold will conduct the stretch today. And the Bears kicker. Ooh, that slider.
Yeah. How about that front shoulder? Keep that front side closed. There'll be good depth and tilt on that slide ball. Fly open a little bit. It'll flatten out, I should say. And it's one that normally gets hit pretty hard.
Foul tip, strike 3. The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Mazda.
Today's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, NFL kicker Robbie Gold.
All right, Cubs fans and Bear fans, it's great to be back. Gary, let's do this. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs.
During this 7th inning stretch, let's take a look at some of the week's Budweiser winning moments.
You want to pitch in high leverage innings? Here's what you were asking for.
We have extra innings.
This is a walk-off situation. He's got one good swing coming.
Fans on their feet. Pressure is ratcheting up. And the pitch. And it's swung on. Turned deep to right. That ball up near the wall. Chevrolet going back. Can't get it. And the Nats win it.
There's a base hit. Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win. This ball is gone. It does it.
What a ride. What a game. What a win.
Seventh inning, 3-3. You can see Robbie Gold, who now kicks for the 49ers. Longtime Bears kicker. And a frequent 7th inning stretch guest. 1-0 pitch outside. Ramirez gave up the 3-run homer to tie it. John Jay.
A couple of pitches right there on the edge. He's down on the count 2-0, and probably go right back out there again.
He's made 3 quality pitches. Is 3-0. It's life in the big leagues. Make it 4. Leadoff walk. And that'll be it for him.
It's Tom Foley, the bench coach, to make the change. Kevin Cash, the manager, broke his ankle the other day running, so he's in a boot.
Adam Kolarek when we return in a 3-3 tie.
I've been coming to opening day for 17 years. Damien started coming when he's 2.5 years old.
How'd you like to throw out the first pitch?
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. See, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
Did you see the game on Sunday?
What a catch. I thought there was no way it was going to be.
Both feet in bounds.
We going to the playoffs. We going to the playoffs.
Toyota. Let's go places.
First things first.
All Cubs baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat today. It's your #1 app for live baseball.
And now Weber's sauces and seasonings called to the pen. Call grilling flavor up to the bigs.
And Clark up to the bigs. 28-year-old rookie, sidewinder, pitching for just the 3rd time.
Bryant at first, Rizzo the batter.
Side slinging left-hander. He was running a very high ground ball right down at AAA for the Rays.
He's from Maryland. Pitched at the University of Maryland. As Katie mentioned, just his 3rd major league appearance. You see the shift put on by the Rays. Drafted by the Mets. With the Orioles briefly in the offseason, and then a Rule 5 pick by the Rays. And he was signed by the Braves, released by the Braves, signed by the Rays.
But no time with the Mariners. It seems like every guy on their team has been with the Mariners at some point.
There's a base hit. 2 on, nobody out. Walk and a single, and it'll bring up Ben Zobrist.
taking a long look down at Gary Jones to see whether they're going to try a little sacrifice here in this situation. Rizzo lets that ball get deep with that sidewinding delivery there. Keep that front side closed.
Foul. That looks funky. The illusion that the laces were coming off. Slow-mo look. First. 1-3 on the sacrifice. Second and third. One out for Ian Happ.
Now rarely do you see a cleanup man bunt, but you mentioned that the Zobrist from the right side's had his struggles. And again, you're fearful of the ground ball double play. You take that all out of play by putting the sacrifice bunt on. Sets the table for young Ian Happ. I'm surprised they're not putting him on.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We've got Almora on deck. The Cubs have Hayward, Listella, and Caratini available on the bench. He brought in a right-hander to face Almora.
Yeah, and I guess that's you've got Jumbo Diaz still up out there, so maybe Cash is thinking, do I want Jumbo on Hayward or Listella? He knows he's got a young hitter up there that might be a little antsy, perhaps would be willing to chase. Maybe it would be one of those deals where Happ shows some patience, gets into a hitter's count, then they'll go ahead and put him on.
Two and one on Happ. Cubs trying to take the lead for the first time today. Bouncer, base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Bryant is in. Here comes Rizzo. It's 5-3.
A ground ball wasn't all that sharply hit, but with the infield drawn in, he was able to push it into shallow center, and 2 big runs come home. A good execution by the Cubs. Bryant works the walk. Rizzo goes the other way for the base hit. Zobrist gets the bunt down. Happ, when he needed it, makes contact.
The first run charged to Ramirez. The second one to Kolarek. Almora, soft liner to right. Souza makes the catch, 2 outs.
Sounds like a medicine, doesn't it? Ask your doctor if Kolarek is right for you. Hit a homer, Javi.
Well, he tried, but he got under one. Souza battling the sun. Still drifting. And the inning's over. E&a half with a big day in Cincinnati to help the Cubs avoid the sweep. Might help them earn a split today.
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. See, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plus, get the Pixel by Google for just $15 a month.
My plan with the other guy stinks.
I think you could use
A switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 2 lines with 3 gigs of data per line for just $50. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same price. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending. Your mortgage just happened. Had a lot of that last night around town. Fireworks shows. Carl Edwards Jr. in a setup spot, leading by 2 in the 8th.
Strop did his job. Fine fashion too. 1, 2, 3 dominant stuff. Finishes with a strikeout. Edwards will deal with the bottom of the order here. Super to get it started. Then a pinch hitter, and then the top. Wade Davis teed up, ready to go for the 9th.
Sucre, pinch hitter, and then Smith. Shane Peterson is on deck, left-handed bat. They've done all their damage at the top. Nobody 5 through 9 with a hit to this point. 2 strikes on the Rays catcher.
You ever have sucre creme?
I have not.
French sweet fudge kind of very sweet.
I'll have to try it. Sounds good. Edwards strikes out Sucre.
Sucre creme. Take your bat and go back to the dugout, my friend. I don't know why I want to make Jesus a French guy, but
Curveball to get him. Here's Peterson.
all the other bench options, right-handed batters.
League time 2013, 2 games with Oakland, 93 games with Milwaukee in 2015, and now his 23rd appearance with the Rays here in 2017.
0 for 5 as a pinch hitter. Of course, in the American League, you use pinch hitters all that often.
On one bounce. Nice play by Russell. He made a tough play look easy.
Yeah, guys, exactly what I was thinking. People appreciate how good a play that was. That ball really well struck. He had to back up, had a funky hop to contend with. His hands almost never let him down. The throwing arm from time to time will get a little out of whack for him.
The thorn in the side of the Cubs pitching staff today has been Mallex Smith. And really, it was John Lackey went 3 for 3 against the starter with all 3 of their runs. Looking for his first career 4-hit performance. Muscled out into short right and a base hit. He's 4 for 4. It's his day.
Speed mitigated a little bit now that it's a 2-run ball game. But not the power of the rest of this Rays lineup. That's where it gets a little dicey. Next 5 guys in the lineup all have legitimate power. Dickerson's hit 17 home runs. Imagine Rocco Baldelli, who is the first base coach for the Rays, probably told Smith, hey, let's just stay right here. So anticipate that curveball in the dirt and you get a chance to take advantage of that. By all means, go. But be surprised to see him running here.
Balloon socket rocket. Rocco Baldelli.
Wound socket rocket.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great nickname.
It's his hometown in Rhode Island.
This guy named Rocco doesn't really need a nickname.
That is his name. It's Rocco Dan Baldelli. Hard time staying healthy after a pretty good start to his career. (2-0) on Dickerson, the All-Star. Make it 3-0. Smith at first, 2 outs, 3-0 on Dickerson. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Now he's got to deal with Longoria, who has knocked in 2 today. And 3 in the 2-game series.
Gonna get Davis here.
I think Uehara.
Davis is even up. Maybe. Joe ask 4 outs out of Davis.
So a pitching change in the 8th. It will be Koji. 5-3 Cubs.
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. You see, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
My plan with the other guy stinks.
I think you could use
A switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 2 lines with 3 gigs of data per line for just $50. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same price. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
As the Brewers come to Wrigley for a makeup game, coverage starts at 12:30 with Cubs pregame live or stream live on the NBC Sports app or csnchicago.com. Weber's sauces and seasonings call to the pen. It is Koji Uehara.
Koji on for the 31st time, 2-4 with a 2.96 ERA. Longoria 4 out of 24 in his career against Koji, and he has struck out 12 times in those 24 at-bats. So that's probably what Joe Madden was considering when deciding whether to leave Edwards in or hand the ball to Uehara.
2 runners on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. We're talking about, the bullpen, and when they give up runs or the lead, it tends to become a bigger deal than maybe it should be. They did a poll question on the pregame show today, and I don't know if the bullpen was a choice, but starting rotation is the biggest concern, just ahead of the inconsistent offense among Cub fans. 2 strikes on Longoria.
Yeah, and I would agree with the fans. Early on in the year, the defense was a little suspect. I think that's tightened up a lot over the last month or so.
Longoria 185 and 27 career at bats with 2 homers against Uehara, but he's down in the count 0-2. Lots of strikeouts, about half the times he's faced him. One and 2. Crowd really into it. Cubs trailed 3-0 early. Tied it. And Jay Homer took the lead in the following inning. The inside corner, 2-2. All this started with 2 down. This Smith bloop single, then the Dickerson walk. Swing and a miss. How about that? He was late on 87.
Old invisible.
Yep. We go to the last of the 8th. Cubs lead 5-3.
No bars.
Oh no, looks like somebody needs a new network.
When I got this unlimited plan, they told me they were all the same.
They're not. Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's basically made for places like this.
Honey, what if it was just us out here?
Right.
So I ordered you a car.
Thank you.
You don't want to be out here at night because of the coyotes.
Okay, thanks, bud. Bye.
Be nice to have your car for some shelter. Bye.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plus, get the Pixel by Google for just $15 a month.
Ricky Fowler's confident on the course and off. But when it comes to mortgages, he's less confident. Fortunately, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently. Maria is an incredible mom. When it comes to helping her daughter, shopping for groceries, unclogging the sink, setting up dentist appointments, and planning birthday parties, nobody does it better. She's also in a rock band. Look at her shred. But when it comes to mortgages, she's less confident. Fortunately for Maria, there's Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. It's simple, so she can understand the details and be sure she's getting the right mortgage. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently.
Hefty home run time, one of the biggest of the year for the Cubs. John Jay, pinch hitter, 3-run homer to tie the ball game in the 6th inning.
Most impressive swing of the bat, just the 2nd home run of the year for John Jay. Certainly worthy of a curtain call. Chase Whitley will come on to work the bottom half of the 8th here. He has pitched 25 times, 2-1 with a 3.06. Good changeup. Good slide ball, not a hard thrower.
Former Yankee. From Ranburne, Alabama, went to Troy University. Yeah, on the all first name college list, Troy University would make the top 5 or 6, wouldn't it?
What are the the college that has a first name?
No. Look out. That went flying over the dugout. I haven't seen Addison do that in a couple of weeks.
He's one of the league leaders year in and year out in bat tosses. Above the Cubs dugout when Addie's hitting, be ready.
Two and one. It's fouled upstairs. Yeah, I can't really think of too many. I mean,
Norm.
If you want to go with nicknames, you could say Cal.
Sam Houston State, they refer to as Sam.
They're 2-2. Well, we got the Twitter machine working today, so if you have any other nominees, they're all first name university list and the Troy State, let us know. Beckham on the dirt, 1 out. How about Bradley?
Oh yeah, might be number 1.
That's Chad for where is that?
There's got to be some people out there named Stanford. Yeah, Stanford, my man.
Georgia and Virginia. See?
Yeah, see.
Here we go. Howard.
Duke.
Xavier. Love it.
Penn.
Murray State.
But not Teller.
Murray State. That's my favorite so far. 1-0 to the pinch hitter Listella. 2 balls, no strikes. You know anybody named Lemoyne?
Just the guy they named it after, but it was his last name.
Right down the middle.
Imagine Tommy was thinking change up there because Whitley's got a good one and he features it against left-handed hitters a good bit.
Hit him. Glancing blow. And we'll bring up Contreras. Got some
On
padding.
the guard, yeah. That helps.
Elbow.
Well,
number 1 on the list has to be William and Mary. You get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
And my other favorite one, Florida. Remember Florida Evans from
Of course I do.
Good Times. So we will end on that one. Ball 1 to Contreras. Leadoff man today. He's been on twice.
Washington and Lee.
Tons of them. I was blanking.
Could be a Jeopardy category.
One and one to Contreras. A man on, 1 down, 8th inning, and Whitley will check on the runner. Off at first and out of play. So Wade Davis will likely Got a save chance against his former team. 4, 5, and 6. Morrison, Souza, Beckham doing the Rays ninth. Busy week in the visitors clubhouse. Rays here for 2, Brewers for 1, and then the Pirates for the weekend. Foul tip, strike 3.
Like Whitley might have a little bit of that invisible working. Four-seamer with a lot of backspin. It's time to swing underneath that pitch.
Two balls, no strikes on Chris Bryant.
KB last went deep on June 22nd at Miami against Jeff Locke. He's about due. Sorry, they designated Locke for assignment yesterday.
He was unlocked, unfortunately for him.
Devin Mesoraco back on the DL for the Reds.
He walked him. Sure, Locke will find work. Left-handed can start.
Yeah, he'll probably end up back in AAA and hopefully, figure something out. Left shoulder strain for Mesoraco. The Reds are calling up right-handed pitcher Ariel Hernandez. Got up with him a little bit earlier this year. This Rays team, they've had all kinds of injury issues, more days on the disabled list than any other team.
Here's a pitch to Rizzo. It's a strike. Hit batter and a walk for the Cubs base runners. Lots of traffic today. All day. They have not suffered a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah.
Driven out into left center. 2 runs will score. Some insurance. It's 7-3.
Fourth time on base for Anthony today. A couple of walks, singled and scored last time. Now there's 2 RBI double into the alley in left center. So for the second time, he goes the other way.
The takeaway save chance from Wade Davis.
Gives you an idea how strong he is. Just went down and flicked that with his wrist.
The 3 in the 6th. Rizzo trying to make 3rd, and he's going to be out. But wait a second. Joe Madden wants to make sure.
He doesn't have one, though, does he?
He doesn't, but we're in the 8th, so he can request. He can ask the crew chief.
The throw was ahead of him, but the tag was a little high, a little light on the tag, and I think he was safe. And looks like they're going to take a look at it.
So Joe asked Field and Culbreth, please take a look.
Might have brushed him initially on the ankle. If this is the tag up there, he should be safe. Question is, did he get him on the first pass?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
So just wait for the official call. So the call has been made. He is out, and we'll go to the 9th. It's 7-3.
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. See, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Just $45 per line for 4 lines.
My plan with the other guy stinks.
I think you could use
a switch.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 2 lines with 3 gigs of data per line for just $50. With Metro PCS, you only get 2 gigs for the same price. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
Moment. Powered by Xfinity. Ian Happ against a drawn-in infield. 2-run single, 7th inning to give the Cubs the lead. Multiple runs in each of the last 3 frames for the Cubs. So it is Wade Davis here in the 9th. Not a save spot with a 4-run lead.
No, he was hot, ready to go, and he hasn't pitched in a few days, so it makes perfect sense to bring him into this ball game.
I should say all-star Wade Davis for the 3rd time. Well deserved. Ripped foul by Morrison. Davis was a starter originally with the Rays. First 2 full seasons, made 29 starts each, ERA in the 4s. Then he became a reliever in 2012. That's when his career started to take off. Most of that work done later as a Kansas City Royal, and now with the Cubs.
Drafted and signed by the Rays in 2004, debuted at the big league level in 2009, and compiled those numbers. Traded along to Kansas City, where they tried him in the rotation again. Had some struggles there before finally making the full-time commitment to the pen. The assortment of pitches he has and the mental toughness, there's no doubt in my mind that would have ended up being an all-star as a starting pitcher as well at some point in his career.
Here's his 2-2. Morrison with the base hit. Two out of 4 this afternoon.
Davis picked up 2 saves on the road trip, one in Miami, one in Washington. Had another outing in Washington where he struggled. That was the game the Cubs hung on and managed to win, but he allowed 3 hits, 2 runs. Had that long stretch to begin the season when he had a 0 ERA.
Ground ball, flagged down by Bryant. They turn it. 5-4-3.
Remember, vote KB in the final vote for the All-Star game. Boy, he's been flashing some leather here the last couple of days. Beautiful backhand play yesterday, and here again to the backhand side, and around the horn they go.
Just like that, 2 away now, Beckham. Long look by Wade. They're going in.
An 0 for 3 today, all on the ground. Back to the mound, 1 to third, 1 to short.
To get to 42 and 42 with the first place Brewers coming in for a makeup game tomorrow.
Now the heater over the plate.
We'll see the Rays again down in Florida in September. The 19th and 20th, 2-game set. Three-2 from Davis. He walked him.
Not going to pretend to know exactly what's going on in Wade's head right there, but a lot of times when you just tell yourself, just throw it over, as opposed to throw it to this spot, you kind of broaden the focus a little bit. His concentration isn't quite as sharp. You misfire.
Echeverria 0 for 3. Late. Strike one.
Committed to that one. And we finished that one 95 right through there.
Bounced softly, picked up by Bryant. Cubs win. Cubs win. Nice come from behind victory. They scored the final 7 runs of the game.
Well, just a lot of good at-bats. And, that was the case yesterday, too. They came up a little bit short, but the work was good all day yesterday by the hitters. Again here today. Forced the kid Snell to make a lot of pitches. He got out of it without allowing any runs. But finally, all that hard work, good work paid off. They forced the Rays to make an early move to the bullpen. They were able to exploit that and split this 2-game set.
Our toast of the game is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. We're going to give it to the bullpen. Nice work, Strop, Edwards, Uehara, Davis.
Strop outstanding. Edwards 2/3. Needed a little help from Uehara, who got the big punch out of Longoria. And then Davis came in to finish the job. So the bullpen and Jay off the bench. Heroic here today.
Benny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. Around the diamond interview.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Well, John, you come in cold there in the 6th inning, facing a guy you really haven't seen a whole lot of. Walk us through that at bat, 2-1 count, what you're looking for, and in those situations, what's made you so successful?
Just trying to have a good at bat. I try to keep it simple every time I go out there, and he let the pitch over the plate that I was able to do damage on, and it was a big win for us today.
You say that, but you're hitting 400 as a pinch hitter this season. That implies that it's an easy thing to do, and we know it's not. What have you found that's a good trick for you to be successful?
Just working, just making sure I get my work in and staying on top of that, and when I go out there, just give myself the best chance I can.
You mentioned that this is a big win for the team. You've been on defending championship teams before. You know the ups and downs of a season. How do you assess the first half, where this team is, and how you find consistent play every day?
Yeah, we've had our ups and downs, but like I said, baseball, there's 162 games for a reason. So, we just got to continue to play baseball the way we're capable, and we're going to be just fine.
All right, John, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. There you go, guys. 3 times in his career pinch hitting home runs. Today was the one that tied up this game.
Thank you, Kelly. And John Jay receives a gift card courtesy of James and Sons Fine Jewelers. So for JD, for Kelly, and our entire CSN crew here at Wrigley Field, I'm Len Casper. Once again, the final score, the Cubs 7, the Rays 3. Join us again tomorrow, 12:30 for the coverage. It's a makeup game against the first place Milwaukee Brewers. And stay tuned, more to come. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next.